Hello, and thank you for coming to my garage. This is Rick's Garage, and today we're building from iXO Collections the Willys Jeep. Pack 8, stages 36 to 40. Now I've put a link in the descriptions and a QR code on screen that will take you right on over to iXO Collections if you'd like to get this for yourself. And without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, and stage 36 is going to be probably the most fastest and quickest stage you'll ever do in this build, because the only thing that we're going to do is take a look at this part here, which is the floor pan. Okay, so this is all metal. This is the floor pan, and all we get to do in this stage is look at it. Okay, after that exhausting stage 36 of just looking at the floor pan, looks like in stage 37 we have some things to do, which is to add some details to the floor pan. Looks like we got some gears and such. One of the most frustrating things I have about these build-ups is that when you're getting a model, and you're getting it from either Agora Models or Fan Home, and these builds are a year build or 24 months or a 12-month build, every once in a while you're going to get a stage where there's only one part in it. And I kind of sort of understand that, because you have to divide those packs and the stages per pack in order to meet the 12 or 24 month period. But when you're getting everything you want or everything you need in one single box, it doesn't really make that much sense to do that. And I think that's pretty frustrating. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. You know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'd be interested if anyone out there shares my frustration on this. So leave me a comment in the section below, and I'd be interested to hear what you all think. Okay, so before we put these parts together, I'm going to bring over my Partwork Upgrades mat. And this is a small mat, as you can see. Now these small mats are really, really good when you're dealing with small parts like this, where you don't want to scratch anything up. I've actually used these on plastic models, as well as on die-cast models, such as when I was building the Lamborghini engine, and also working on the fire truck. So this is a very good mat to use, I think. But anyway, I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn it around this way. This is the underside, this is the top, this is the underside. And we're going to take our gear knob here, or gear shift. We're going to take our boot, and we're going to insert this in this way, all the way through like that. Then we're going to take it and put it in through the bottom of the floor pan and line it up just like that. Make sure you got your screw holes right there. This can only go in one way, so it actually forms into that to that recess. I'm going to put that over here for a moment. Then we're going to take the bottom part, which is this part right here, and notice it's got a flat area right there. I'm going to turn that around. We're going to take this part here. It's got a flat part here, and it's got an open part there. What we want to do is put the flat part in this way, so the open part is right there. And we want to push that in. It's a push to fit, so it looks just like that. Then we're going to bring our floor pan over again. Put this way around so that the two holes here are going to line up with those two holes right there. That ball joint is going to go right into that recess, just like that. And we're going to secure that in with 2 DM screws. Okay, there's that all secured in, and that's what it looks like on the top. And this can still move around. Then we take our gear shift knob and we slip that in. There's a hole underneath. It's going to go onto that lug right there. And we have our gear shift all in, looking just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, in stage 38, it looks like we've got more details to add to the floor pan, so let's get these parts out. Okay, the first thing we want is the lever mount, which is this part here, and this is plastic. Then you want to take your levers You want to insert them in this direction, like that, where the bar is going toward this hole here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So they look like that when they're in. They are directional, so you need to make sure that when you put them in, you put them in so they end up in that position like that. And then we're going to secure those in with a BP screw through each side, through here and on the other side. And that's how they should look once they're installed. Then we take the boot and we slip it through the two ends right here, all the way down to the very bottom, just like that. You do have to push these in a little bit to get it through those two holes right there, but it shouldn't be too difficult to slip that all the way through. That's just a push on. Okay, we bring our floor pan over, which is on our Partwork Upgrades mat. Turn it over, being mindful that you don't bend that. Take your part that we've been working on, you slip it through the hole, just like that, aligning these two screw holes up to the two screw holes right here, and we're going to secure that in with 2 DM screws. And then finally, we take our control knobs. So a round hole on the bottom. It's going to go onto the tips of these 2 control arms. One goes on there, and then we got this one here. And there's our control arms in. And then underside. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, in stage 39, it doesn't look like there's much to do. I think we're more or less just getting ready to mount the gas tank. Now, we do have these little tiny sprues right here. They're a bolt. One of mine has already broken off, and that's going to go on, or that's going to go into this hole right here. So before I lose it, I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then next we have this cap, and that's going to go into that hole right there. That's a push to fit, goes in pretty firm. Bring over our floor pan, and we're just going to slip that right over, fit it in just like that, and that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, our last stage looks like we're going to start working on our driver's seat. So let's get this open. Okay, the first thing we want is this bottom cover, which is plastic, and the chair backing here. This is all metal. And what we want to do is that we have these 4 holes that are on this piece of plastic, and there are these 4 tabs. 4 tabs are going to slip through those 4 holes just like this. Line those up and push to fit. You can hear them click in, and that holds in pretty firm. Okay, we're going to put that aside for a moment, bring over our floor pan, and we have these clips here, and they're going to go into, one's going to go into this hole here with a locating lug, and the other one's going to go right here. And we're going to secure those in with DM screws. So I'm going to hold this with my finger like that, turn it over, and screw in our DM screw. Just like that, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Put our part in, get our DM screw, a little bit of oil on that, and secure it in. Okay, there's our pins are in. We replace our gas tank cover like that. Bring our chair over. There is a mounting screw hole here and one on the side over here. They're going to line up with these 2 pins that we just put in, and we're going to secure that in with 2 DM screws. And there's our seat securely in. Now this does wobble around. This gas tank cover does wobble around a little bit. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually secure that in a little bit more tighter later on, but it does wobble around, but the seat is nice and firm. And that's all there is to do in that stage, and that's all there is to do in that pack. I put a link in the descriptions and a QR code on screen that will take you right over to iXO Collections if you'd like to get this for yourself. I really hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, as this does help the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, as that not only helps the channel, but will also notify you if new videos are posted. Other than that, always have fun in your garage, your workshop, or wherever it is you build your models. Until next time, thanks for watching.